What is going on? I'm Zedmont. We have got 3 things for you in today's video, answering lots and lots and lots of your comments. First and foremost, we are going to talk about this boom pass, when it starts, when it ends, what it's going to do for you. And realize it's kind of weird, the fact that the update dropped and Boom Pass is not here. That's a little bit awkward. Not sure that was handled super well. Secondly, we are going to be talking about that Mystic Monument. Things I like, things I don't quite like, and the like. Anyways, and third, we are going to talk about a troop that I think has gotten a little bit of a bump. And in the process, we'll show you some of that goodness. So first and foremost, that Boom Pass. When the heck does the season start? Where is the Boom Pass? What do you get for the Boom Pass? The easy answer is right there in front of your face, and you didn't even know it. Right there, Season 56. When Season 56 of Warships starts, 5 days, 14 hours from now, Season 1 of the Boom Pass will start. Now, I don't know if they're going to combine Season 56 and Boom Pass Season 56 or something like that, or if those numbers will continue to be weird and uncomfortable. I kind of assume they will combine them at some point, but Season 1 of the Boom Pass is coming, and when it comes, it's going to bring all sorts of missions, and those missions are free for everyone, and some of the rewards are free for everyone. You got to pay for the premium rewards like the skins and the sculptors queues and stuff like that, and where those are going to come in are back here in the sculptor. Now, if you had eagle eyes there, were paying close attention, you saw that it said sculpt some statues right about there, sculpt 40 statues. On the plus side, that's going to be super easy because this counts as sculpting 5 statues. Yes, converting fragments does count. No, it does not count towards that perfectionist achievement way over there, but it does count towards the Boom Pass missions. So do get that sculptor going. I am going to be using those extra sculptor slots on my shards, focusing entirely on shards. I can easily make powder from my crystals overnight, but during the day, I'm going to be trying to get my sculptor queue full of shards. And yes, I am 100% going to be buying that Boom Pass on one of my accounts. And for those of you who are wondering what that's going to cost, it's going to be $8. Not a ton of money, and I'm not super keen on the fact that it does not include instant training. But again, this is only Season 1 of Boom Pass. I think they've got until Season 3 or 4 before they really got to show some value, whether it be funner skins, better details. I don't really know. I do like the free missions. I think that's a great touch for free-to-play players. I am going... Oh, by the way, on the things like the armory upgrades, if your armory is max, you get those missions for free. For that win with full health, literally barrage all of your troops and throw a med kit on the one remaining troop. That will get that one for you. As far as destroying the headquarters last, I love that. Using hero only, all those kind of missions, I think bring a lot of fun and different stuff to Boom Beach. So looking forward to the Boom Pass. Even if you're not buying it, there's all sorts of good, fun stuff there. And I know skins are not for everyone. I typically don't give a darn about skins, but maybe you do. Maybe that brings value. And for those of you who are free to play out there, those sorts of things where people are buying skins, that brings all sorts of value. It means more ads, more ads for Boom Beach to get new players, not more ads in game. But it also means more developers, more marketing, more dev time for the free stuff you guys love. Jumping on to the Grenadiers, we will come back to the Mystic Monument. You notice that my resource reward is boosted. That is the first time I've boosted that in a long time. I'm going to try to get a Mystic Monument upgrade every single day. Now, the Grenadiers, we do have that Grenadier tribe, which made me realize that we have not looked at the Grenadiers since that 3 times mode came in. And Grenadiers are a lot of fun for starters. And anytime Reddit, whoa, that screen delay, a little bit wonky. Not sure if that's a bug with the new clouds or just my device. I have seen a couple comments from you guys saying that your devices are a little bit laggy at times. This is not a good place to, I'm wasting time here. That was not a good place to send our troops. We are going, I can't remember, was that which base we were looking at? Not this one, so let's just do Paul. Grenadiers miss a lot, and players who don't like Grenadiers don't like them because they miss. I had one person comment and say they should reduce the range of Grenadiers, which I didn't think made a heck of a lot of sense, because if you want them to reduce the range, you could just flare closer. We are gonna clear all of these mines using our good friends the critters, and I know I've told you many times not to clear mines with critters, but no big deal there, because we're going to lose the delay on purpose. We are going to flare all the way back to here, using those mines to our advantage. The fact that those mines are there is going to get our medics chasing after our Grenadiers, and the biggest thing to be aware of here is the fact that Grens do friendly fire, so you have to be very careful with them. They will play hot potato and kill their own troops. Not super duper ideal, and this is where Grens have gotten more useful, in my opinion. This is only my opinion. Obviously, you don't have to agree, but I would like it if you did. Getting them back in here and then hitting that 3 times mode button brings all sorts of extra usefulness to Grenadiers. Lots of times over the last years, people would stop using Grens because they are super duper slow. You end up with like a minute left on the clock. The fact that we were able to use that 3 times mode button speeds them up, makes them a little bit more fun. And I'm not suggesting that you should use the 3 times mode button if you don't have instant training. Instant training basically required if you want to use the 3 times mode button, or you could still be super careful and get your Grens into position, clear all the buildings you're worried about, and then use that 3 times mode button. For example, we're gonna drop all of our Grens up front, chucking over top of that, I assume that's a wood storage hut, and getting some buildings down slowly but surely, keeping those shocks on the mortars, which of course I missed the super duper easy shock, and then just walking through all of this stuff. Should be able to keep our Grens alive if we do a decent job of shocking and crittering. I really do like using Everspark with my Grens because of the fact that you get all those free single shot distractions, plus on top of that you end up getting those free hacks out there. So definitely personal preference. You can use our good friends the Grens with Kavan or with Bullet, and at this point we have basically beat this base. Lost lots of Grens in that last little bit, but in the Reddit PvP battles, it was always Grens winning. I am a lot bit out of practice with Grens, but do give them a shot. Using all boats, using a few boats, whatever the heck it might be, there is a lot of value with bringing Grens to the party. Even if you just drop Miss Everspark first, we're gonna get her out, and then as that smoke starts to clear, we're gonna bring the rest of the team to the party, getting all sorts of Grens chucking. I was a little bit too early. That boom cannon is gonna do all sorts of great things for us. Our medics getting things rocking and rolling as well. And I find with Grens, I zoom in and out a lot. I am trying not to do that too much, which is causing my attacks to be less than good. just that they end up getting so darn wide that it doesn't really do a heck of a lot of good for you. But now that we've gotten rid of the majority of the stuff at shore, we are going to throw those critters out, and now I'm going 3 times mode. I think that we've gotten most of the things that we need to be worried about, and 3 times mode just makes these dudes far faster. Well, we lose way more troops in the process. So lots and lots of fun. Maybe not the best thing, but thought I would revisit strictly because of the fact we do have that Grenadier damage, and in the operation I went ahead and used Grens to solo ballast, so I'll show you that quickly. Getting bullet out front, always a good idea. You just got to be a little bit careful with the medics, and then clearing all of the things using the fact that the Grens do overthrow. And I can't remember if I've said it or not, but do be careful, because your Grens will kill your own troops if you let them. Using that artillery tribe to get some of that stuff down. I think we should have enough resources to upgrade that Mystic Monument. Double checking that in a couple seconds here as our Grens chuck over stuff. And this is where they get super duper useful. If you're attacking Fang with Bombardiers, do consider bringing some Grens in, because it clear all those buildings behind the core, which, if they're rocket launchers or shock launchers, is super duper useful. Mystic Monument, let's see if we can upgrade that puppy yet. Yes, we can. There's no way I was going to spend 35 powder or 200 time savers, but I will throw my wood on it at any point. Now, Mystic Monument, I hate the fact that the boosts are random. I might get sculptor speed up while you get iron production. I might get troop reload speed, you get wood production. I hate the randomness. I might get 12 boosts, you only get 6. My first boost was at level 24 on my other account, by the way. I've seen a bunch of you that are over 100, some of you at 300 already, and that is my next beef. This thing takes 8 hours. Yes, let's just zoom in on that 8 hours just for extra drama or something. To upgrade from, we're going from level 2 to level 3 takes 8 hours. To go from level 299 to 300 takes 8 hours. That, in my mind, is a massive failure. The fact that people have this at the max level already just shows that that was not ideal. As a max level player, I like the idea of the Mystic Monument because it just gives me something to upgrade. And I know I've got stupid things back here I could be upgrading, like my gold storage or whatever. But with this, it's a point of pride a little bit more. I don't, at no point would I ever flex on, hey, my gold storage is level 12. Woo! But people would flex on their Mystic Monument being level 100, level 200, and yeah, I just don't like the fact that the time required to build it, and I've never thought I would be complaining about something taking too little time to upgrade, but if you're gonna introduce a building that's entire purpose was to get max level players something to upgrade, and that building gets maxed on day 1, the mark has, I think it's safe to say that mark has been missed. So, not ideal, not great. So, and can they fix it now? Probably not, but maybe they add 700 more levels, and those 700 levels, those levels take longer to upgrade. That's about the only way I generally think that they could fix that, because they're not going to add more time now, and they're not going to downgrade people's Mystic Monuments. That would be absolutely insane. So Supercell, there are my thoughts. A bunch of you have said that you're having issues getting into the game since the upgrade. Please comment. Let me know what type of device you're using. Need to hear those details, because I can't help you, but I can forward them along to Supercell. So please Keep me in the loop. Let me know where you're having your issues, and I will do my gosh darndest to pass those details along to Supercell as we let our dudes chuck onto that headquarters bit by stinking a little bit. 3 times mode, doing all sorts of good stuff for getting our Grenadiers going. And don't let my mid Grenadier attacks influence you. They are a great troop, especially for players who don't have bombardiers. You just got to be a little bit more patient than I have as far as getting them in position and looking out for boom cannons and or sniper towers or mortars. Obviously, Grenadiers outranging sniper towers and mortars makes them a little bit more valuable. But the fact that the Grens, and also mix some Bombardiers in with your Grens, mix some Grens in with your bombs. I also noticed someone talking about issues with the sound not being completely synced. Maybe that's related to the slight delays with loading. Don't know if they've changed graphic libraries or what, but updates are always going to come with bugs, as we've seen over time. I would rather have those little bugs. That's easy for me to say if I'm not locked out of my account, then not have updates, but we will continue to try to help you. Do always reach out, and the more info you can give, the better. I've had a bunch of people who have said, I'm locked out of my account. I don't know what that means. Did your Supercell ID log out? Will the game not load? Just lacking lots and lots of details. So please let me help you by helping yourself and giving me all of the details that are out there. So, Boom Pass, I am excited about it. I am excited about it both from a pay standpoint, because I will be buying it on one account, and from a free standpoint. I really am looking forward to crushing through those missions. Whether or not I will stay interested in the missions or not long-term on my free account is yet to be determined. I am also a little bit concerned with the end of those missions, because as a person who plays Brawl Stars a little bit, those end of season rewards where you just keep racking up the rewards one by one are great in Brawl Stars, but I don't think they exist in Boom Beach, so it's going to be fairly interesting. Also, speaking of interesting, trying to get our troops landed safely, going to be somewhat interesting here as well. Not entirely sure how this is going to go. Need our medics to go on overload here. Grenadiers on Dr. T Volcano are great. On Dr. T Tropical, that was a lot of carnage, losing lots of troops. That stage 7 is going to be an absolute mess. On the plus side though, look at this right side. We can come all the way. Oh man, that lag feels way worse than normal. Getting our troops loaded, getting Everspark underneath there, and now getting some shocks out, letting our Grens work, getting all of those bombs chucking. I think they're called potato mashers, I do believe. Getting all of that flying, picking up some free gunboat energy, and you know what? Let's go 3 times mode, because why the heck not? Critters out front. 3 times mode, not really recommended, because as you can see here, I just can't keep up. If I was trying to keep my troops alive, we would have gone way earlier. We have managed to clear that headquarters last. I think that would have completed that mission right down in the middle there. I don't know 100% if Dr. T is going to count towards destroying the HQ last. Looking forward to those missions. Also, I don't know if those missions from the dev build will be carried over to the game, if that was actually a sneak peek of Boom Pass Season 1 or not. Anyways, long enough video. We have covered that Mystic Monument. Not a big fan of many aspects of it, but I do like the thought behind it. That Boom Pass, like all aspects of it, except for the fact that it doesn't include instant training, of course. Not sure how many people are going to pay for a second thing in Boom Beach. That's going to be interesting to see. And I do think that with this Boom Pass, they've got 2 to 3 seasons of grace. And season 4 of the Boom Pass, I assume is going to be in June or so, and I assume that's when the next update's going to come, so that puts them right about the time where we're going to need some meat to go with that Boom Pass. Yes, the Boom Pass can get us new devs and new ads for Boom Beach and new marketing and new art and skins, but it needs to bring something more for max level players, whether it be Task Force versus Task Force or Warship Fleet versus Warship Fleet. We just need something for max level players. So don't take this video as me saying, yes, Supercell has done everything right, but for a player who has played Boom Beach for a long time, and when Boom Beach said there was going to be no more future updates, this is good news. I'm trying to be positive. Maybe I'm being too positive, but don't feel like I've drank the Kool-Aid or something like that, because I definitely do have some issues with this update as well, just maybe a few less than some of you. And I know that there are free-to-play players out there who are saying the Boom Pass is free, is pay to win. I don't agree with that sentiment. Also, quick note, I just had a giant realization. If you're using Grenadiers with critter launchers around, you're going to have a very bad time. I did mention that they do friendly fire. I failed to mention that they will chuck at critter launcher critters. So glad I did one more attack. That is going to help a little tiny bit. Let's get these guys over here as we throw some shocks out, getting all of that stuff down 3 times mode. Feel like maybe I missed the mark a little bit on giving Grens a second shot. Probably should have practiced a little bit with them first, but that is it for me. Biggest thing right now. Comment, let me know your problems, let me know your beefs, get on Reddit, get on Discord. Next up, of course, throw in code ZMOD in that shop. Otherwise, like, share, subscribe, all those YouTubey things. I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for coming in. I'm ZMOD. Peace.